Hey guys, we're finally back. Sorry it's been so long since the last Mermaid video. Claire and I ran into some misfortune last week, and we had to do some unexpected traveling. I've been away from my computer for more than 2 weeks. It was way longer than I was planning for. I have been keeping up with the mermaid prompts. I've been really into this month's challenge, but it's been an exhausting and emotionally taxing few days, and I feel like a few of my pieces have lost some of their quality because of this. But now we're back, and I can't wait to get back into the world of Argyle Finch and introduce you to the newest legendary Pokemon of the Maza region. I asked you all in the last Mermaid video if you preferred the Pokemon at the beginning or at the end of the video, and it was actually a pretty even split between people who wanted it one way or the other. I personally think it flows better if the video begins with the Pokemon designs, and if that means less people watch the whole thing, so be it. I can't force everyone to enjoy my other art, and frankly, I don't want to. If all you're here for is the Pokemon, awesome, I'm glad you like them. And for those of you who came here for my Pokemon but stayed for the other stuff, even more awesome. That was my main goal with hybridizing the two types of content, and I hope I can continue to do so successfully in the future. Alright. That's enough gabbing. We're going to pick up where we left off at the beginning of week 3 of MERMAY. Week 4 will go up as soon as possible. Don't worry, I want to catch you guys up quickly. Week 3 ended with the prompt of Open Ocean, which I used to design the third legendary siren for the Maza region. I've been thinking about each of these designs in the context of their respective songs, and how these songs reflect the nature of each ecosystem that they're based off of. Estuary was a song of inspiration, Coral Reef a song of mourning, and Open Ocean a song of wandering. To me, the open ocean represents the infinite unknown. As a human, being lost at sea means you may never see land again, or you may discover something completely new. I wanted the design of Melumander to look both inviting yet mysterious, maybe even a little dangerous, if only in a subversive way. It would also have to look very unencumbered and more mobile than the other two. I didn't picture Melumeuse or Melucali really swimming, I just saw them floating in place and either hovering or vanishing mysteriously. Melumander I wanted to look as if it could travel great distances with ease, so I referenced the manta ray for the body. The colors were very traditionally water-type, blues and whites with counter shading like you would see on real open ocean animals. This siren would be a pure water type. Melumander, the open ocean Pokemon. Those who spend most of their time at sea are familiar with the alluring cry of Melumander. Of the 4 legendary sirens, its voice is the most beautiful. Given enough time, humans exposed to the soothing notes will fall under something almost like a trance. They will lose all sense of time and direction and wander aimlessly until the song ends. What do you guys think of the newest siren? This one took a lot of tweaking to get just right, but I'd say I'm pretty happy with it. Only one more to go after this one, and I hope you guys are excited. But for now, we return to the enigmatic journal of Argyle Finch and explore a few more unearthly encounters that he's had out at sea.
In my youth, I imagined myself grown up to be a man of science, to explore the world and uncover its many mysteries. This was my dream. There were more than a few obstacles standing between myself and such a goal. Most significant of these had to be illiteracy, but even long after I learned how to read and write, my aspirations were still met with oppositions by my father. Curious, as he was something of a scientist himself. It wasn't until I was much older that I learned what he thought he was protecting me from. The universe has many secrets, and is damn good at keeping them from meddling mortal minds. Even better is it at punishing those who stick their noses where they don't belong. Respect your elders. That's what I was raised to believe. They've seen more, done more, and know more than you. There's merit to it, though I wonder, how does 70, 80 years of experience match up against a millennia? The eldest among us have only lived a tiny fraction of this world's history as we know it. There are entities with which we share our planet who have been around for far longer. Do they not garner the same amount of respect? In the end, it makes very little difference. They've existed for generations before us, and they will succeed our legacy long after we're gone. So many horrors I've witnessed throughout my time at sea. You try to forget. Scars and missing limbs, they linger. But the memories. We sailors have a knack for shutting out the darkness that looms in our subconscious. And still, hard though I try, I can't forget the sound it made. I saw it just as we were making port. It was scrambling over the slick black rocks, looking as if unsure whether it belonged in the sea or on the land. It wept, and the chains round its ankles clinked with an echoed rattle that still resonates in my mind. Where did it come from? Why did I recognize its voice? There's little glamour in the life of a seaman. Rending guts from fish, hauling lines till your palms bleed. Most people can't stomach the job. I've grown callous over the years, but there's one area of maritime industry that will never sit right with me. It started with the guilt I felt on that day as a young boy, but even decades later, I'm repulsed by whaling. I have since worked on whaling vessels. I've got to make a living, but their memory haunts me. There's magic in their ancient bones. I feel it whilst we strip their skin and grind their flesh. I only hope that their lingering spirits can forgive my selfish actions. Once upon a time, mankind lived in fear of the ocean. The murky depths concealed horrors beyond our comprehension, death in the form of countless teeth, fins, and tentacles. Today, we pride ourselves on the conquering of this final frontier. Our intellect and superior technology trumps the raw killer instinct of creatures we once recognized as predators. But I still see pain in their black eyes. It was my life or hers. I understand that. Alas, here she is, skewered and limp on the deck of my ship, dethroned and disrespected. I feel no triumph, only shame. I've seen it all. You hear that a lot out at sea. Damn near every man I met on the job likes to prove his salt by telling me about how much they've seen. But recently, I met someone who's quite literally seen more than most. The blue of the sky, the green of the sea, a sunrise, the stars. What more is there? I asked her. Everything, she answered. Why can't I see it? Says I. It's not your fault, she told me. It's your eyes. They're not open yet. What are you talking about? I can see just fine, I says. Beyond the rainbow, beyond light and dark, farther than near or far, these things you cannot see. None of you can. Then how can we understand your kind? I asked. If you can't see, listen. We'd love to share our world with you, she told me. Well, maybe I still haven't opened my eyes, but she was right. Since that day, I've seen more than I ever thought I could. It's beautiful.
Alright, that's all for this week, guys. Once again, so sorry for the huge delay. Barring any further complications, I think things should remain normal from here until the end of the month. Back to my normal streaming schedule, back to Subjectively's normal upload schedule, and don't worry, we'll get to those other League and Pokemon-related videos we mentioned at the beginning of the month. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us, and I'll see you all in the next video.